Hey, are you at a crossroad in your career? Are you over 40 thinking, I don't have the energy to be running around like I used to in my 20s and I need to do something different? I need a change. But you're not sure what that change would be or what it even looks like. So what do you do when you don't know? You're at a crossroad. You look at your career story so far. This is what you know. This is what you were trained to do. But you want to go in a completely different direction. There are two ways to look at this. This is one of the things that I like to say when I'm doing any coaching or training is, number one, you can decide to level up in your career, in your current job. Yes, in your career now. You can decide to get to the next level, start preparing, start learning leadership skills, start learning how the organization is run, start learning how the business makes money, the organization, your people skills. You can decide to level up in your current career, take on more responsibilities, which also shows to management that you are ready for change, you are flexible to change, because sometimes as we grow, right, we can be a little bit, hesitant. We don't want change. We're like, how am I going to feel? How will I cope? I don't want to look silly. I don't want to look like an amateur, right? But change is inevitable in life. Change is always happening. Change happens in my own life. And there are times I'm resisting the change. Then I realize I need this change because whatever I've been doing so far will not take me to where I want to go. Does that make sense? Okay. So that's one way. Level up your skill set in your current job now. The other way is to use your life experience, your hobbies, your passions, things that you care about, community things. Maybe it could even be church things. Maybe it's, you love working with the elderly or you love working with young people. Whatever it is, you were probably not even trained in it, but it comes naturally to you. Maybe you enjoy cooking up a storm. Maybe there's a family event and you would rather be the one organizing the whole thing. So, there are some things that we all do naturally. It comes to us naturally. We were not trained for it. Did you know you can use that and create a lifestyle around it? Create income around it? I was talking to a lady at my local church today and she's very good in her skill set. And I said to her, this is what you would need to be doing. And I gave her a bit of a framework and a bit of a roadmap. And she's like, I've seen you posting, on my WhatsApp platform. And there are times I look and I think, I want that change, but I'm not sure where to start. I don't know what to do. So that was, like the typical kind of person I can work with. You are a professional, but you're not sure how to take your business or your lifestyle to the next level. So that's the second way. Create a business around your current skill set, your life experience. Maybe you're good with parenting. Maybe you are good with bringing peace between, families that are not communicating. Maybe you are very good at conflict resolution. Maybe you are very good at tackling difficult topics, difficult conversations that people avoid. So whatever that thing is, the important thing is now to understand, how can I create a lifestyle around that and income around that? Now, there's a lot of adjustment that has to change internally. Yes, because it's easy for all of us to blame external circumstances. And people think, that if external circumstances changed, I could change my life, things would be better. But having lived my life even so far, it doesn't always work like that. External factors have nothing to do with what's happening internally in you. You can be going through a storm, but if you are calm and you are resolute, you know that this storm is going to pass, you'll be fine. You'll get to the other side really safely. It's when things are going crazy that you just feel like, oh, what will I do? And, you lose focus. That is why I offer coaching. If you are in that place, especially if you're over 40, you are like, I cannot keep running around like this. I need to do something completely different. Here's one thing I want to say. Let me add two more groups to that. If you are over 50, or you are close to retirement, 65 or 60, or maybe even took early retirement and decided to do something completely different, but you're kind of feeling like, I'm not sure this is what I want to do. You decided to test things out, but you are kind of feeling stuck here now and you're just surviving, but life could be more interesting, life could be an adventure for you. Then a third group, you have already retired, but you're like, I cannot keep doing life like this. Most of your life is just slow paced, you don't do much, you don't social much. Listen, yesterday I was watching this documentary and it's based on a group of elderly people who are in their 80s in Canada, British Columbia. If you want the documentary, comment below and I'll send it to you. It was following the lifestyle of, I think people, most of them were athletes when they were younger. There was one lady, it is amazing to me. She started running in her 60s. Up until her 80s, she was still competing and winning trophies and awards. Can you imagine that? I was watching her, even at 82, she had, I think it was an accident or something. She tripped and fell. I can't remember what that was. But anyhow, she went to see her doctor. She got back into her fitness routine and she started competing and running again. And it's not like a story is being told you. You are actually seeing her running. Then there was another gentleman in his late 70s. He's a widow. It was just amazing. He was still, I was like, I couldn't believe my eyes. I thought, am I watching the real thing here? This elderly guy is teaching and training other younger people skiing lessons. And he's doing hockey. And he's really going on just like, right, this is real. What am I trying to say? It is about making a decision. Do not allow your life to slow down because of your past experiences or past events that have happened. It is a personal choice. That is where happiness comes in. Even happiness is a personal choice. There was another lady in her 80s. She loves her car. She loves driving. And she's so positive and she's teaching all these classes, fitness classes to other elderly clients. And she's really enjoying herself. And then at the end of her segment, she said, you may look at what I'm saying right now like I'm so positive, like I've never experienced any setbacks. And she went on to say the story, because some of you want to watch it, I won't spoil it for you. It was just like, it reminded me of me. I have that mindset. No matter what setbacks you experience in life, you have to decide, okay, what's next? What am I going to do? What now? What am I going to do now with what's happened, right? So it's a personal choice. Now, you are probably thinking, okay, what do I need to do? What you need to do, number one, is be part of a community of people with the same mindset. So comment below and say, roadmap, Coach Meg. I want the roadmap. Because in the community that we are in, sometimes it's by email, sometimes it's by live streams. You will see me talking about different things to encourage you and to inspire you and to just encourage you to stay on the journey that you decided. After a while, you'll be like, this is good. I'm enjoying this. So if you ask for the roadmap, comment below and say roadmap. I will give you a link where you can just put in your details and I'll send it to you. So here are some practical things. Let's talk about it. If you're over 40, maybe you're in healthcare career. I have a healthcare background and you are tired of long hours. You don't see yourself doing this for the next 10 years. I highly recommend coming onto my program. It will be life-changing for you because you're going to look at things that you probably didn't think were possible for you. Because you see, this is the thing we need to remember. We are all conditioned to think a certain way according to the career that you have so far. When you are not exposed to another way of thinking, you will think the way you work is the only way that's possible. And you may look at others and think, oh, you know, maybe they come from a wealthy family. Oh, maybe they had an easier start. On my own journey of transformation, I came to the realization that it's about one thing, a decision. Making a decision. And then learning the lessons you need to learn as you go. That is why coaching is really good, because like in my coaching program, what I do is we look at week 1, what do we need to do? Week 2, week 3, week 4. And most of it will be self-paced. It is up to you. Yes, there is no rush to finish in a certain time frame. You can work according to your pace. Because I know you probably have a busy lifestyle. You have teenage kids, you have young adults to support, you may have elderly parents, and you have so many responsibilities. In fact, this is really for you if you have multiple responsibilities, because it will help you to step back and start looking at your life from a place of, when I am 80 years old, what will my life be like if I continue at the pace I'm moving on now? At the pace I'm moving at, rather, yes? Having worked in healthcare, I noticed people who didn't take care of their health, I'm not saying it's the same for everyone, but there is something to be said about making your own life a priority. That we don't have to be stuck to the jobs that we started. That you can make a different choice. Now here is the challenge. It would mean a bit of unlearning. Unlearning what you're used to, how you think, how you perceive, how you see yourself, right? This is about learning how to be confident. I had to go on this journey myself. There were times I thought I wouldn't even do YouTube videos because I was just so self-conscious. But here we are. I've done over 100 videos right now. I do live streams on TikTok. Because the more you practice something, the more you take action, the more confident you start to feel. After a while, you're just like, nah, big deal. And I'm not saying it's always easy. There are times I'm like, I'm not doing a video today. There are times like, I'm not in the headspace and I'm not doing it. I just, throw a tantrum all by myself, like I'm not doing it. Then the next day I'm like, okay, I'm ready. If I'm not doing a video, I will be on my website. If I'm not on my website, I'll be doing a live stream. Here is why I'm saying all this. As you learn and develop new skill sets, you're solving problems in the marketplace, challenges that you have overcome, or some things that people enjoy, some things are just for fun, right? Some people enjoy cooking, some people enjoy knitting, some people enjoy sewing, and they will pay for that. Some people need support with their relationships, and you may have the background, you may have the training in that, and you could be a coach. Okay? This is really ideal. It doesn't necessarily have to be coaching. You can do it in a different way. You can open a shop online where you are selling your products, your information as digital products. Yes? So, let's talk about this, creating your ideal lifestyle, because you looked at your life right now and you're like, I'm not happy. I don't want to continue working like this. One of the ways is, like I said, you decide to level up so you can also cut back your hours, or you decide to create a business around your skill set, what you're knowledgeable, what you're very good at right now. Yes? Or you can use your hobbies, your passion, things that you enjoy, things that come naturally to you. Or you could actually learn some skills with what you already enjoy doing. If you enjoy social media, why not take a digital marketing course? Yes? So that's what I'm talking about. You can develop your skills where you are now, and don't you mind what anybody will say. When you decide is when you decide. When you're ready, you're ready. Do not think, at this age, it doesn't matter. People are living longer. People are just, there's such a big need for the older generations, for seniors. There is a huge opportunity there. And there's so many services that you can do in that community. We'll talk about that when you decide to come into my coaching. Okay, so where do you start? One of the things that you can do, even as you're watching this video, is I want to encourage you to do these 3 things I'm going to explain now. And then if you're like, I want to hear more with what you're talking about, Coach Meg, I want to travel more, I want to experience life more, I don't want to get to my 90s and feel like, why did I not take a chance? Why was I so afraid of what people think? Because listen to this, listen to Coach Meg. Nobody cares what you're doing with your life. Nobody cares. We overthink it. We think other people care about me. Even celebrities, people that we admire and all that, they know how to manage their public presence. Well, most of them, I think. People don't care. You decide what you want to do and you go for it. When you're ready, that's when you're ready. That's it. If you're ready in your 40s, that's it. Go for it. If you're ready in your 50s, that's it. Go for it. If you're ready in your 60s, if you're ready in your 70s, if you're ready in your 80s, go for it. If you're in your 80s, you have so much to bring. In the coaching, you can learn some digital marketing skills. You can learn how to create a digital product because we do some research together. I love research. Okay? All right, so number one, visualize it. Visualize your ideal lifestyle. Yes? Give yourself permission and just go with it. Just have fun with it, right? Just have some fun. Like, like back to childhood, like when you were a little kid, and just dream, what does my ideal lifestyle look like? And see yourself in that story. What are your relationships like? Do you have healthy relationships where you're not walking on eggshells, where you are free to speak your mind, where you are free to really be who you are without the fear of losing the relationship? Because some relationships are like that, where people are pretending because they're scared of losing the relationship because there's some benefits. Imagine I don't know, being in a relationship where you can't be yourself. Okay. What are you doing in your ideal lifestyle? Are you writing a book? Are you teaching a class? Are you driving to another country? Are you speaking, to a group of executives over the phone? Are you sending text messages to new clients? What's your work life looking like? A way to earn an income, yes? Because you have worked out your ideal lifestyle. This is probably what it will be. This is what it will probably cost. And then you start working towards it. Because you see, Dr. Benjamin Hardy, an organizational psychologist, really good. Check him out on YouTube, How to 10x Your Life. He says this, and I really love his ideas. I'm listening to him on a regular basis, as much as I can remember. He said, when you 10x your life, it's about imagining who you want to become, the kind of lifestyle you want to be, to have rather, identity, and then come here to the present and decide what kind of activities will I need to be doing for my new identity. Maybe you want to be a talk show host, right? That means you'll be inviting a lot of people. You'll be speaking, doing research. So you start doing those things. Now, this is you taking charge of your ideal lifestyle, your destination, where you want to be. Because you realize that nobody's going to give me permission. Very important. Nobody's going to give you permission for the life that you want. Nobody's going to give you permission for the life that you want. If anything, remember this. There will be more people against your ideal lifestyle. There will be more people against your ideal lifestyle. Because some of them may mean well, but you have to decide for you. How are you going to support your growing family? How are you going to support your aging parents? How are you going to support yourself, more importantly? Never mind even family. What about you? Do you always want to feel like you're on the struggle bus? Or can you put yourself on a roadmap where you can experience delayed gratification, where you can cut back on your expenses so that you can arrive at your intended destination? Yes? Okay. So, in this visualization mode, I'll be very quick on this. Think who is going to be a part of your circle. You already know right now the people in your world who can be a part of that lifestyle. People already show us who they are, and you have to decide how much access do they have to you. That is up to you. And there's some people, some friendships just die a natural death. Yes? There are some relationships that die a natural death because people have already proven who they are, and you can see they will not be a part of your future. What is the point? Even if it's not about cutting them off, it's just deciding less quality time with them because they are too negative. They always see the hard side of life. They don't see the opportunities in life. This is important. Then look at your priority expenses. Where do you live? Do you live in a nice apartment? Is it in Monaco? Is it in Dallas? Is it in Singapore? Is it in Belize? Is it in Africa? Wherever that is, put yourself in that image, put yourself in that dream and see yourself writing down, okay, these are my bills. This is what I'm doing. There's more to this on a deeper level. It takes some practice. There's meditation also involved. But it's not as hard as people make it to be. It's about being consistent and deciding to commit to your new identity. Because remember this, that is why you have to show yourself some compassion for some decisions that you've made so far. According to who we believe we are at the time, they are decisions we make in our career, in our relationships, because you don't know any better. And Maya Angelou said, when you know better, you do way better. Okay, then, number two, so visualize. Number one, visualize. This is really important. You have to see it first, because whatever you behold, whatever you look at, that's the direction you are moving in. You are always moving in the direction that you keep seeing. There's a story in the Bible, in the Old Testament. The children of Israel were, they were being stung by snakes. And they were instructed, if they looked up to the snake on the pole, yes, that they would get healed. Imagine how easy that was. They just had to look up to the snake and they would be healed. There's something about what you look at. There's something about your imagination, what you imagine. Even for my own journey, part of my journey, I was sat in this place, this restaurant. I was like, I didn't like the direction my life was going and I wanted to change some things. So I started to see a different image. I saw myself in a different image. When I landed at Heathrow, it was like I'd been there before because I'd seen it already. That is amazing, right? That is before I even heard about visualization. I didn't even know it was a thing. Anyhow, so the second one is roadmap. How do you now get there? Like I said, it's about creating a whole new identity and becoming committed to that. Yes, I was listening to another lawyer yesterday, how to be a more confident speaker. He said something, I was just like, I love him. He said, even in conversations, because when you decide your identity, there are certain things you don't do anymore. There are certain battles you don't show up to. There are certain insults you don't respond to. He said a term in a way I've never heard it before, and I really like that. He said, you decide your conversational values. Ooh, I love that. And there's more to go into that, but you decide what kind of conversations you'll be in, what type of meetings you want to be a part of, what type of debates or discussions you want to be a part of, because you decide your identity. This is really important because unless we make a decision, nothing can change. I know that in my own personal life. Then the last one, the third one, this is just a guideline to give you like a framework to work with. The last one is your action plan. We need to now work on an action plan. And this is one that I really like because as of now, I'm really active on social media, helping people to become more visible. Those of you that are already in business, maybe you've already started a business, but you feel a little bit stuck, you're not sure, you're wondering about your budget and all this, and you've got so many concerns. One of the things that I do is to look at what you're doing so far and what can we stop doing so that you can become more effective and achieve your desired results. Then I also help professionals, which I'm doing like here, how to make the transition from where you are, start building your ideal lifestyle part-time. No rush, do it part-time, give yourself 3 months if you want, give yourself 6 months if you want. Depends on your goals, where you want to be, or give yourself a year, it's up to you. Okay, then we work through what you want to accomplish. All this coaching is not even necessarily that we will meet every week. It is up to you. You can decide the package that you want. Some of the packages is a digital product that you will do all by yourself, self-paced, like a home study program, to become more visible, how to make the most of social media, how to make room for what you really want, how to be intentional and to be so determined and resilient that no matter what, this is where I'm going and I don't see any other way and I'm not going to accept anything less. Yes? Okay. So we'll talk about social media, how to make the most of using shorts, like I've got some shorts on here. Especially right now, one of the things that will really help to increase your visibility, to give you a high chance of more people getting to know about you, because you're building a personal brand. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm getting at. You want more people to get to know you. Because if nobody knows you exist, whatever problem you are solving in the marketplace, if only few people know about you, you will feel like, oh, I'm not accomplishing my goals. It doesn't matter what problem you solve in the marketplace. If you are not visible, it's not going to work. And it's also about being consistent. And you'll hear a lot of people talk about this. But there's more that goes into it. So you have to be part of the coaching. Come to the coaching. Okay, then, having done that, what I wanted to add to that is think about what do you want to invest in? What are you willing to invest? How much time and resources? Because this is your journey. This is you investing in you. So if anything I've said resonates with you, you're the kind of person you've been listening to what I'm saying so far. If you've been listening so far, thank you. I appreciate you. Comment below and say roadmap, because I will send you some details. It's just a short little form, and I'll send you the roadmap straight to your email. Because I want to show you a way to work from anywhere you choose in the world. Maybe you've got a family member. I had a family member who had to be in hospital one day, last week actually, while we were waiting for the doctors and all this. I was on my phone, just waiting, because there was nothing to talk about, nothing to do, and my family member was tired. So I was on my phone, doing a little bit of this and that. Or you could be with your elderly parents, spending quality time with them, especially here in the West. I noticed, because it's something that I did in my healthcare background, sometimes families are too busy to spend quality time with their aging parents. You can do that. You can spend quality time with your aging parents because you know that your income is sorted, your work processes are automated, your email marketing is automated. You don't even have to be doing the actual email marketing yourself. So there's a lot that goes into this, but if you are willing and you are coachable week by week, you will see for yourself that, oh, okay, this is good. One of my clients, she's in another part of the world, she was like, I feel more clearer now, having worked with you, Coach Meg. I'm clearer now what I need to do. And I appreciate the encouragement. Really nice lady. Somebody else was like, I have learned that it's about hanging out with the right people, spending quality time with the right people to accomplish your goals, because it changes your mindset and you start to realize what's possible. Even for me, personal development is a huge part of my everyday. I'm always learning something else. I'm always challenging myself, because now this becomes your new journey. Because remember, even according to the neuroplasticity, right? To rewire your brain is to change how you think. Just day by day, bit by bit. And before you know it, your thought habits are completely different. And you decide to commit to who you are, because you realize it's not going to happen by itself. You have to believe that it will happen. And you have to believe that you deserve a better life. You have to believe that you don't have to be working in a job where some people don't even like you, or they're not willing to support you. They're not willing to make room for you to do better. This is you taking charge. But here is my advice. Do it. Be smart about it. If you have to move, like in the next 30 days, I'm done, I'm finished with this. Okay. We have to look at the plan. What products and services can you sell to accomplish your desired income? Because why go with the same income? You probably want to double or triple it, right? That is ideal, because now you're moving in your own direction. Now you're going to move how you want to move. Anyhow, so listen, thank you so much for listening to this video. Comment below roadmap and I will send it to you. Other than that, I'll see you on the next video.